Thank you for joining us on part 1 of our Anza Borrego Desert Adventure. After leaving Redwood City, we made our way over to Anza Borrego Desert State Park. Due to COVID-19 stay-at-home orders, dispersed camping was closed in the park, so we found camping on public lands outside of Borrego Springs. The first campsite was at an OHV area. It was noisy and dusty, so we moved to a second campsite, which was too close to the road. The third site we chose was our favorite and well away from everyone. We did move to a fourth campsite to escape a high wind event, and after the winds died down, we moved back to our third site. We like this campsite because it's close to Borrego Springs, which provides us with all the amenities that we might need, such as gasoline for the truck, groceries for us, water, wine, and a dumpster for our garbage. What are you doing?
I am digging out the kitchen
Why?
so I don't hit my head on this corner.
It's a good idea.
Like having a sunken living room, only it's a sunken kitchen. What you doing?
I'm reading the news and listening to the wind and rain.
Why is it raining?
Because we're in the desert and it always rains in the desert.
I miss you like the desert misses the rain.
Overhead, it was common to see military helicopters flying in groups of 2 and 3, I guess practicing? And in the evenings, we had different visitors. Oh my gosh, you're so fast! Why are you hiding underneath my leg?
He touched you.
Bleh, wild crow no like rat.
What you got there?
A sword of power. A desert sword of power. We wore our boots on our hikes through the desert because the cholla were very stickily and prickly.
Hippy-dippy sandals are not advised.
During our hikes, we frequently saw these denizens of the desert, the Costa's hummingbird. I spent quite a bit of time trying to get photographs and videos of them. Speaking of hikes, we're trying to get to that rock right there. She made it. Elizabeth was disappointed that her view to the valley below was blocked by the giant rock. The winds and cold rain forced us to make coffee inside the trailer. Steamy. We did 3 hikes in the Blair Valley area.
It is an area that is rich in history and has many archaeological sites.
We hiked the Pictograph Trail, the Morteros Trail,
which led us to a site of an Indian village,
and the Marshall South Home Trail. These pictographs were painted by the Kumeyaay Indians. No one is really sure of their meaning. Morteros in this rock here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have a bunch in this rock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
After a rest, we went on the Morteros Trail, which also had pictographs and, ironically, less Morteros.
This is an example of ancient rock art called cupules. The next trail led to the Ghost Mountain and the abandoned home of Marshall South. Marshall South Homestead. The Marshall South family lived atop Ghost Mountain from 1930 to 1947. Taking the 1-mile hike brings you to the ruins of their homestead and a beautiful view of the valley below. The next day, we drove up to the iconic overlook of Fonts Point. From the top of the peak, you can see the sedimentary layers that were laid down in the Pliocene and Pleistocene epochs. The call of fossils from these ancient times was too great to ignore, so we had to explore the badlands below. Down in the valley, we drove the trails towards the badlands. Curious eyes watched our progress. Reaching our destination below Fonts Point, we parked the truck. No fossils were to be seen, but we did find calcite crystals and muscovite mica flakes.
Ooh, pretty.
We also found this unusual concretion and some shrapnel from World War II era training exercises. We did our good deed for the day by picking up 127 spent shotgun shells and a 90-count box of clay pigeons, 27 of which were still whole.
Looks like some littering slob needs more practice.
Heading back to camp, we drove across the Borrego Sink lake bed. We truly love exploring these desolate places, even if we never find any priceless artifacts. The time we spend together and the beauty of nature makes it a worthwhile endeavor. We hope you join us again for parts 2 and 3 of our Anza Borrego adventures. Until then, we hope you stay warm and cozy. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe. Please, Mom?